What's up, everybody? Welcome. Weekly Dosage 51. We're over the hump.
Oh, wait, I can't do it this way.
Because now shit's going to get real. Because we got offensive last week.
We did.
So now we can say shit.
And boobs.
No, we can't say that, though.
Oh.
We can't say the other one.
Butts.
We can say butts.
I meant the one that they went to with
Booty butts.
Went to what?
South Park. They had the whole episode about
what
it.
What is this whole cancel South Park
Who's canceling South Park?
hashtag?
Is that a thing?
South Park's, their previews for the next season, at the end, hashtag cancel South Park.
Oh, maybe they
just
don't.
want
Maybe they're done.
Maybe they want to make themselves go out.
On their own show.
You know, that wouldn't surprise me with Matt Stone and Trey Parker to pull something like that.
I just feel like they're trolling.
You know what? If it ends, I'm fine with it. The show that really needs to end, though, is The Simpsons.
Yeah. For real.
But we're not here to talk about animation. We're
Not
here
yet,
to talk
anyway.
about wrestling.
I'm just trying to make sure I go to the right doc.
Oh, you're fine. So we're going to talk about 3 pay-per-views tonight and 1
4?
prediction
Oh.
pay-per-view. So 4 overall, technically. And Raven, what's up? Thanks for joining us.
What's up, buddy?
So let's talk some NXT. What do you guys think?
Oh, man. I have to look at the doc to remember what was on it because...
Why the fook? So Brett.
Sorry, Brett. You snooze, you lose, baby.
Yeah,
girl.
man, you should have been there. And technically, you didn't lose the match.
It's true.
Well, technically, you did. You didn't lose it for your team, though, so you're good. Brooklyn 4. We're going to talk about the 4th Brooklyn takeover. 5 matches in total that night on the actual main card. A couple dark matches that appeared, obviously, on the following NXT episode. But we're not going to talk about those. We're going to talk about the 5 on the card. Let's talk about...
This pay-per-view was sexy.
This pay-per-view stole the weekend.
Yeah.
As they have repeatedly.
All the time.
Yeah, continuously this year. And for pretty much the most part, they've been stealing the show. But this year especially, every match was good.
Yeah.
If not great.
I was going to say, I thought every match was great.
Opening up was a NXT Tag Team Contest featuring the Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong on the left. On the right, Mustache Mountain, Trent Zvin, and Tyler Bates, of course, retaining the belt.
Svin.
Was
The New Day?
Was not the New Day, but it was the Undisputed Era. Can you do the hand gesture? Do you know how to do it? You gotta think about it, don't you? I don't know how to do it. I don't want to mess it up, make a fool of myself. Hold it up. Is that it? Undisputed.
You got it
Well,
backwards, but...
though, but yeah.
So I'd have to do...
See, it's
I-
weird.
I can do it this way.
I could just flip your camera next
I can do it
time.
that way.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I can do my left hand really easily with my right hand.
weird.
It's like... What
Brett
weird?
feels like it's a screw job right now.
That's okay, buddy.
Talk Wednesday. We'll talk Wednesday.
That's true.
I feel like every time they do that, like, it's the west side. Like, every time
It
they're
does
like
look like
this.
gang signs.
Yeah, so I'm like, because I can do blood.
Raven
Please
says, let
stop.
Triple H take over the main roster. EC3 deserves a push. I agree with both those statements.
Yeah.
Agreedos.
So, the problem here is, though, I'm loving these guys down here. And we keep saying these same things after every NXT thing. Why are you throwing up gang signs? It's
It's
Undisputed
the Undisputed
Era.
Era.
We say this after every NXT event. Do we want these people to get called up? And we have mixed thoughts because we know what inevitably happens to call-ups.
Yeah. It depends. I don't know.
Right now, I don't want them to touch the NXT roster. Just leave it alone.
You know what they should do? In
Let
NXT?
Vince start the XFL.
Fight for...
XFL is
for-
coming soon, isn't it? What is it, 2020? Is that supposed to launch?
That's not Undisputed Era. That's Crip Era. I can't... Oh, look at this game thing.
Whoa.
We're going to get canceled. So,
Hey, man. Nobody knows what that is.
that was, great way to open the show. I see big things from, continue to see big things from these guys. So
Oh, yeah.
Again, not
All of
disappointed. Our second contest, you want to
Velveteen Dream versus EC3.
Velveteen Dream.
I love the Velveteen Dream.
Amazing.
Same.
Yeah.
I love
Speaking
his
of-
heights specifically. When I read
Call
that,
me up,
I
Vince.
lost my shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, ingenious.
Please don't, though.
You wonder what is reality and what's just, hey, I'm doing this and it's okay, or did he just do this?
You know, I wondered actually that about a lot of things lately. Like, I always thought that all of the costuming and makeup and all that was done by somebody backstage.
I
But
thought
then
it was too.
but then they constantly show like Jeff Hardy painting himself, and I'm
Well,
like, is that
he's-
just Jeff being
he's-
Jeff?
Yeah, he's kind of.
Well, but I've seen them do that with other people
But
too.
also sometimes they'll do that for footage.
Yeah.
Well, sure.
Out of
But my point is that now I
he's
question.
notably done his own
Yeah.
paint, though.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Stinger. Like,
Right.
They were ones that. Like,
Yeah,
did
Sting
it.
was the other one that I was thinking of that was often shown doing his own.
Good match. Finally got a win at Takeover. Had a win at Takeover before that was against. Oh no.
Ashes Odo.
Oh no! I gained some weight.
Oh,
no, he's
no.
good, but he's bigger than he used to be. So yeah, EC3. I could see him being one of the people that could do well in the main roster for a call.
Still not selling me yet.
Really? Still not yet?
Yeah. I think I can't get over that douchebag. I just can't get over
He
it.
sells it so well.
He does.
I say this every time. I really want you to go out of your way to watch some of the TNA content featuring him. Even highlight stuff.
One of us is gonna have to start watching TNA.
It's worth your time. So, not
Speaking
much
of, I mean, off topic, I watched Ring of Honor for the first time this week.
first time ever.
Well, first ever like full show. It's good.
Good indie stuff. It's very similar to NXT.
Yeah, no,
Less budget, but
what's his name? Jay Lethal.
Jay Lethal.
Fucking amazing.
Is he champ still down there?
Yeah,
Is he again?
yeah.
Okay, because I know he was for a minute and then he wasn't when Rhodes was doing his thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought he dropped the belt to Rhodes at All In,
No.
didn't he? Or was that somebody else?
Somebody else.
That was somebody else. That was
Oh no, Jay Lethal had a completely different match at All In. My bad.
Jay Lethal at All In was he dressed like Macho Man.
Oh yeah, he used to do that in TNA.
Did you watch that?
No, he was
All In.
he used to team with Xavier.
Xavier Woods.
Yeah, Lethal Consequences.
Nice.
So
funny.
because Xavier was Consequences Creed, and they used to dress up
I
as
don't like that.
Macho.
I don't like that name.
Well, that was their tag because he was.
And I don't like Consequences Creed.
Oh,
That
and they were
sounds-
Lethal Consequences.
That sounds fine. But just
So,
your first name's Consequences.
I mean, as much as I hated on TNA, I did dabble in because of certain talent that was over there.
Like AJ Styles.
Like
Sword.
most notably AJ Styles. EC3 needs to be on the main roster because the matches are slower. Yeah, he's not fast. He's like big.
He's
hero six.
Vince's type.
He is very much Vince's type if he was a little taller. I think that's gonna be his downfall.
Yeah.
He's got the physique to do well.
Oh, Nick Aldis. That's right.
Yep.
That's Mickey James' husband.
Yeah. And Cody is obviously the NWA current champion right now. He's
Yeah.
defending that here soon.
Flip.
Let's
Gordon.
talk about another title here. The title that I still don't care about, the NXT North American Championship, but I do care about the people in the matches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Adam
this was a
Cole
solid
dropping it,
match.
I was very surprised by that.
I was surprised too, but I was okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
I was too. I think it's good for Ricochet to get some more attention beyond being the guy that can flip.
Yeah.
That he can hold his own as a champion.
Did
'cause
you
he
happen to
has.
see NXT this week?
This week? No.
This week it was Pete Dunne against Ricochet,
Oh, champ versus champ.
champ versus champ. Did you see what happened? Are you gonna watch it?
At some point, you can tell me.
Okay.
We're here right now. Somebody in chat will say it.
I was sitting there. I was like, "There's no way they're gonna give one of these the other belt." Like, because they're both like high-profile people.
They've done it before, but
They have, but I mean,
push it
with
back
these
and
two
forth.
people, I didn't think they were gonna do it. And lo and behold, the match was fucking great. And at the end, I think it was the Undisputed Era came in.
Yep.
Was it Undisputed Era? Okay. Did you watch it too?
No.
Okay.
But I know. I read a little bit.
Undisputed Era came in and attacked them both, and then the match was over. And then
well, of course.
War Raiders?
I think that's what they're called.
Yeah.
They came in and ran off.
Creating
So,
more rivalries.
You got that fantastic match, but neither of them had to give up their belts.
Well, sure. I mean, it's a good way to write it
Yeah.
and keep the belts in the people.
So I thought that was really cool.
It was a
So-
phenomenal match, though.
Yeah. The Ricochet and Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the next match was Kairi Sane defeating Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Championship. Finally.
I was shocked. I didn't think they were gonna drop it here.
Honestly,
But-
you know what I'm thinking?
Well, call up.
Call up, yeah.
Right. For the Evolution, 4 Horsemen versus 4 Horsewomen.
I can see that. We had talked on our last.
Isn't that sort of out the
Yes.
window right now? I mean, we'll get to
you
that
don't-
a little
you
bit
don't
coming
really
up,
know.
but
EC3 with John Cena. I'd watch
Kappa.
that.
Pass.
We were talking that Baszler was going to be facing Ronda as a potential opponent on the road.
I think you mentioned that.
Yeah, and I still think that could happen.
I think down the line, yeah.
Maybe Royal Rumble.
Maybe.
I don't want to see personally Ronda going into Mania with the belt. We'll get to that topic as we get to SummerSlam, but ultimately she's getting a call up. That's why she dropped the belt.
Kyrie. Who is that?
it's Trevor Raven. Yeah.
It's so blue that I can't.
No, I know.
Yeah, it's Raven.
I wish I could change it from here, but
They're all the same color.
Yeah.
And it's all blue and dark.
She's going to be a good champ though down here in NXT. Speaking of Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane? Yeah.
So that's a good move. Our main event, which was by accident, it was supposed to be a triple threat. If you all remember, Aleister Black got
Attacked. They're
attacked.
still trying to figure out who it is.
Right, he's legit injured.
is he? Because I keep reading that it's fake.
What? Why? I don't know.
Anyway,
Hey, light blue. That is better.
hey,
Oh, thanks.
We
That's
got
all I
another over half-hour match between these two, and very similar storytelling as we've had before. The back and forth. I thought for sure ending this contest that Gargano was going to win this thing and end this storyline, which has been an awesome storyline. Unfortunately, we got a
this was this one.
bad finish.
You didn't like it?
I did not like the "I missed you" with my knee strike and hit something when he was.
well, it wasn't necessarily meant to imply that he missed him. He definitely hit him, but he went at it to full force, and
It's such a garbage way to end it, though. That's not a good way to end it.
no, I don't disagree.
The
I'm just saying,
culmination
like
of a
he actually hit
trifecta
him.
Of amazing matches between these two, you end with a botched final move to end it, and then you're down. Come on.
I don't know. I would argue that it does fit with the narrative though,
Even then, but
because he
this-
beat him.
Sure, but this is where we're going. I just felt
Again, I
really-
don't like it.
I think he's actually injured, by the way.
Black, or okay.
Yeah, that was
Aleister
Black. I don't know. Maybe they were scrambling. Maybe they want to extend this because of the success this storyline has had,
I would watch that every.
and that's fine. I just feel like I don't know what else I would have done. I wouldn't have done that though. I don't think that's a great end.
Would have not done that.
I would have not. It's easy to say that,
I kind of
but-
liked the story and I like the storytelling of Tommaso Ciampa's like, no, I'm sorry, and then to like just screw him over again.
Yeah.
That's
Well, it elevates him even more, which is fine. It's working. It's effective. His heel character is great. It's just like Brett said here, the ending was horrible. I can't agree more.
Yeah. It's solid storytelling, but it's bad.
Could have been
Bad
better.
form.
We'll get more NXT stuff here coming in. I'm assuming November will be your next NXT event.
yeah.
Probably Survivor Series weekend.
Brobs.
So we'll probably see more there from them. Hopefully we'll see another War Games because that was fun.
They are going to do another one.
Yeah, I was gonna
Alright,
say
yeah.
I've heard some rumors that they're gonna do that again.
Because the last one was a lot of fun. I was really happy to see that return, and they utilized it really well.
Mhm.
So again, I have mostly nothing but positivity to say about NXT's content. It sounds hipster wrestler fan of me, but like they deliver.
Yeah.
Who?
NXT.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's talk about something that didn't quite deliver Summer Squash. I mean, Summer Slam.
Scummer Slams.
Super Slam.
This card featured, 4 squash matches in total?
Yeah.
We'll talk about them.
Oh, yeah.
On the pre-show, what I'd like to see more of, and they're doing the Mixed Match Challenge here, back on the social media world. You watching any of that?
Not yet, no. I'm going to.
Which that was a success last time. I think it was smart marketing to go to social media and do some content.
Yeah.
Try to bring fans in.
I like watching a lot of it in order. Like, not just one every week. I like...
Just binge
things
it
like
when you
that.
can.
I like binging stuff
Yeah.
like that.
And
The only
last
thing
time
I don't binge, though, is the Mae Young Classic. I have to watch that as soon as that comes out.
Gotcha.
It's so good.
The last Mixed Match Challenge, they did charities. The winner would actually get to donate to a charity.
I don't know if they're doing that this year.
I believe
hope
they
so,
are.
because that was really cool. I believe it was, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, Asuka and The Miz winning it, donating it to an animal charity, animal shelter. I could be wrong. But they opened the show with Andrade, Cien Almas, and Zelina Vega against Lana and Rusev. And I was happy with the result here.
It was the Miz and Asuka over Bobby Roode and Charlotte Flair.
Yeah. Andrade and Zelina,
Zelina Vega.
they both won, which, again, we all know my dislike for Rusev, so I'm very much pleased with him losing.
I also like Andrade Cien Almas.
He's good. Luchador background, and I'm glad that they're...
Hey.
Thanks for the 5 cheers. Hip, hip.
Hooray.
She has arrived. Arrived? Or he arrived?
Arrived.
Arrived. She's arrived. Anyways, thoughts on the mixed match? Like, do you like them? Do you want to see more of them?
Mixed match, yes. But I was telling Amanda this the other day. Actually, it was yesterday because we were watching the Mae Young Classic, and you know how they do video packages before each person.
Yeah.
One of them was, I can't remember who it was, but it was a girl, and in her video package, she was wrestling a guy. And I was like, I would love to see mixed match challenge or mixed matches like that, but like girls can face the guys and guys can face the girls.
They did that in the Attitude Era. They
did.
had Jacqueline beating up Crash Holly, China beating up people.
China was the Intercontinental champion for a while, wasn't she?
Beating up Jericho.
When I see Brie Bella coming in and hitting the Miz, I'm like, yes, do more of this.
You should watch Sexy Star in Lucha Underground.
I actually watched part of Lucha Underground, but again, I was super tired. I was like 12:30.
Sexy Star. Check out some of her matches. Title contests against the men even.
That's awesome.
So yeah, they did really cool stuff there. I'm not a fan of most of them because Lana isn't not good, so she is good. Hell in a Cell, I don't care about Brie or Maurice. Who do you like? You just like eliminated half that roster.
Yeah. The next match on the pre-show.
TC says Reddit.
What up, buddy?
Rabbit being a skeptical pause there.
He's waiting for it.
Next match we had was Cedric Alexander against Drew Gulak. Cedric Alexander defeating Drew Gulak. Brian Kendrick and Gentleman Jack Gallagher were banned from the ringside.
205 is now moving to 7 o'clock on Wednesdays before NXT. Let's see that look. See, he's doing something. What's happening?
He spotted Eric.
So 205 moved from 10 o'clock after SmackDown to Wednesday nights before NXT. Do you think that's a smart move for them? Why?
Because
nobody's watching.
Well, it's 10 o'clock's late for people who, during the week. It's late.
No, it is. That's why I'm like, come on, Raw, stop going past 11:30.
11:30?
I do that. Some of those episodes gone late.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, they're coming. The most notably, this is a while ago. It was a couple years ago. Daniel Bryan retirement. That went to like 11:45 or something.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was like, no. 205 should be Thursdays because 205 will just ruin NXT's TV time. Maybe. I mean, it's a nice block there from 7 to 9 on Wednesdays to watch 205 and NXT. Then at 8:30 on Wednesdays, you watch NAW featuring Rabbit, Lock, Steady, and Gravity Well.
Except for I watch the Mae Young Classic. When I watch anything.
What a
Charlotte,
putz.
Becky, Sasha, Bayley, Asuka, and Alexa name a few great women.
I never win anyway. I never win points. I always make the shit decisions. Elk, everybody beats up on Elk. He's the first one out. And when I don't watch, Elk wins.
It's true.
Makes you
That
feel
was
any
his
better.
first-
That's what
that was
happens
his
to me
first
every
win.
time,
Yeah.
too.
So,
What we got next?
we have another pre-show match on the card featuring the B team, Bo Dallas, Kurt Axel, the champions, going against the Revival. They retained against the Revival in this pre-show match. I liked their run. I was really sad to see them drop the belts. Understandable why. What is this talk about tonight?
Oh, we're talking about
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam, Brooklyn 4, and Hell in a Cell.
Yep. Predicting Super Showdown.
Yeah, predicting Super Showdown.
So
What about Crown Jewels?
I'll show you some crown jewels.
Gross.
Everyone needs to believe. So I enjoyed this tag team. You know, they've been around. They were the
Mr. Rush.
Mr. Rush for a while. It's really sad that you have Bo Dallas, son of IRS,
Brother
and
Bray Wyatt.
Curtis Axel, the son of Mr. Perfect. Basically jobbers.
TC,
Well,
just
We're getting there, man.
chill
Slow
yourself.
down.
Watch the show. This
We got
ain't
time.
a sprint. It's a
So,
marathon, baby.
again, it was a nice reward to see them, though, as champs for a little bit and get a little payment for all the hard work and jobbing that they do. So, congrats to them. It was fun while it lasted. Unfortunately, it's done. However,
Their
let's
run
talk
is
about what officially
over.
opened the pay-per-view.
Yeah, this is a curtain call if I've ever seen one.
Oh my god.
Wow. TC, that's really mean, man.
Beat Rabbit. What? Well, we got violence.
We
Hi,
just
Rob,
talked
thanks for
about
taking a
wrestling.
So as you can see there down below.
Seth Rollins defeated Dolph Ziggler. That was a good match.
This
They've
match
all been good
was
matches.
Possibly the best on SummerSlam's card, to be honest.
Agreed.
It was a great way to kick off the show. Got both of them, their main event caliber wrestlers. Obviously, both of them been heavyweight champions, rightfully so. Let Bo join Bray and form a tag team. Have Chris go on a win streak. Get cocky, become Mr. Perfect.
Mm-hmm. The perfect second generation star.
Sure, that'd be fine. Yeah. So the continued rivalry here, though, with Seth and Dolph, I'm glad it's still going because I think they have a lot to tell still. And it sounds cliche, and it seems like all the wrestling fans are saying this, but it's elevating the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Elevating.
Elevating.
Aliens.
Aliens, it's true. You spoke of this group earlier.
I did. The
New Day. They became what? 5-time, is it?
Not here.
5-time.
Not here.
Not
they,
here.
They won this
No.
match by
Oh, that's
disqualification.
right. There wasn't this one. They won by disqualification, which doesn't
Means they get the
reward-
tag belts, right?
Yeah, it doesn't reward you the tag belts. They ultimately won it. If you recall, the Bludgeon Brothers were doing some.
Bo and Axel
Stuff.
do need to get a third member. Maybe an
The Miz,
Indian fella?
an Indian fella.
Make another 3MB.
Oh god.
Oh.
what's his-
Well, Muhammad
Please, no.
Hassan, didn't he say he wanted to come back?
Don't know.
I do remember reading that. Yeah.
Yeah. Bring him back. Just don't give him a racist ass gimmick anymore.
Yeah.
No, but they won this match by DQ, and then the belts were dropped
It was
the
in
following
between.
Tuesday
Yeah.
because of an injury suffered during this match.
That's right. Who's out?
Rowan
Rowan is out right now.
Rowan tore his bicep, I think.
Which sucks because ultimately I would have loved to see. I'd still like to see personally a Wyatt family reunion. I thought, and this is after SummerSlam this happened. I thought for sure with the Shield returning, unfortunately, that we'd get a Wyatt family reunion, and instead we get the Dogs of War. The fuck is that?
It doesn't make
Stupid,
any
that's what it
sense.
is.
We'll get to that though here in this next match. Thoughts on this though, New Day? Like, I feel like we're just circling the same tag teams on that show.
Well,
There's not that
yeah,
many
there's
to go
just
around,
not that
I don't
many.
think.
Then why have so many belts? And
Who
they're
would
in talks
be
of creating more belts.
Perfect third member for the B team.
Not tagged though.
You know who would be? Tyler Breeze.
Yeah, but he's already with.
He's injured. He's injured right now.
For how long?
Yeah, how's that?
Exactly my point.
Chad Gable
has
though.
a tag team partner right now.
He
right?
does. Got
For now.
Bobby Roode.
What I'm reading is that's just building up to Rude's heel turn finally.
Well, he needs that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and if you're paying attention to what's going on,
Taz.
if you're paying attention, that's absolutely where it's heading. Not this most recent match, but the one before, Rude was all set to win, and Gable tagged himself in, and Rude was like, "What are you doing?" And then Gable got the win, and so they were like, "Whatever, let's celebrate." But they're planting the seeds; it's coming.
Well, it's fall programming. They're trying to create some creative content to compete with NFL right now. So watch them turn Gable heel. I could see that. Unfortunately, Gable's former partner, Jason Jordan, is pretty much retiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Injury.
Neck injury.
Yep. And speaking of retirement, Matt Hardy is also officially retired now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Wouldn't be
more
surprised
so
if
sad
Jeff
with
was on the
Jordan.
way out
Can you show
too.
people your shirt? That's
Backwards,
but
Walk. Wait.
ew.
Here, hang on. Let's.
What are we doing? Oh,
Pimp that merch.
boom.
It's not ours, but we'll pimp it anyway.
A boring match next.
So one of the few squash matches on the card here. I am so at a loss for what they're doing with Kevin Owens. Monster in the Bank, squashing him at just under 2 minutes. Squashing him.
I was legitimately surprised. I could see maybe even a 50-50 Strowman winning it all, but to have him just run rampant over him like that?
That happened?
This was a match that happened, yeah.
Not if you took a pee
diminish
break.
Kevin Owens so much that why should anyone care anymore? The prize fighter, the guy that stomped on John Cena's U.S. Championship.
Yeah.
Why do we care about this guy anymore?
I want Kevin Owens to do
Something again.
I want that match. Was it the match that he quit after?
He lost to
But that was
Seth Rollins. Yeah.
That was a great match.
He has talents for a big dude.
Mm-hmm.
And this is saying something.
Oh,
I'm not
such
a
a
big
good
fan
match.
of Kevin Owens. But I don't like what they're doing.
I like Kevin.
IR says Braun, and Raven says, yeah, they don't know what they're doing. I'm glad Braun won, but Tiberi Owens is dumb. I agree.
Yeah, wholeheartedly, man.
See, I love Chad Gable the way they're using him a tag after failing. Gable could, where do you
He
play
had
him?
some good singles matches when he was doing it, but there was no
Where do you
story
play him?
behind it. He just went out there and won a couple of times, and then Vince got bored.
And that's it. It's either, is he small enough to be 205?
I think he's slightly too big.
Is he?
Not by much if he is. He's like
Owens deserves to
220.
be two-time Universal Champion.
203 pounds.
Really?
There you go. Send him to
You said
205.
3. For some reason, I thought you said 30 at first.
230 pounds.
Send him to 205. That's my thought for him.
Brain
But he'll
strong?
get lost. There's nobody. 205 Live is not a thing.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful that will change, though.
Transition those people down to NXT.
Transition those people back into the main roster.
One of the
They're not
two.
gonna- So here's the thing. Are you going to push those people? And you know what pisses me off even more? We say this every time. Finn Balor was Universal Champion. He's 190 pounds. You know who's coming back that just signed a 2-year contract? Rey Mysterio, who is also just around 200-something pounds. Like, why are those guys not in 205? Like, why is that okay for them?
Rey Mysterio's 175.
175.
Holy crap.
So why is he?
Seth Rollins is only 217 though.
He's over the 205.
Right, but I'm saying
But
I feel like the people in 205 could compete at the same level as Seth Rollins.
I agree. But you're alienating like that good chunk of roster plus half of NXT. These guys are not big.
No.
Like,
But I feel like the talent pool in NXT is the perfect for an hour show a week. It's perfect what it is right now.
well, right.
If you migrate all those guys from 205 down to NXT, you're going to
Well-
have an oversaturation.
So what you do is you just merge the two, have it go 2 hours, but it's the hour of 205 and the hour of NXT. and
Well,
just
basically-
splice
That's
the
basically what they're
205.
doing right now.
Yeah, that's what they're doing now. It's just separate programming.
Well, yeah, but instead of having it be two separate things, just sprinkle
Personally, I
the
think
205
they
in
put much brand
between.
value in it. They're not going to merge.
I think
But-
205 Live would be much better in the NXT arena. Do it at Full Sail instead of putting it randomly at the end of a SmackDown, like when you actually.
Yeah, keep
Do
those
it.
guys planted there and put on some stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
Have it
the
as a
other-
separate show, but have it in Full Sail.
The other major
Yeah, I
problem
love
you
that.
run into this, no matter where you're sticking it, is I was reading this thing Triple H was talking about changes he might potentially make when he does take over, and one of the first things he talked about was axing the third hour of Raw, because by the time you get to Wednesday, where NXT is, and now 205, you're already suffering from some heavy fatigue at watching a bare minimum of 5 hours across
it's
3
fine.
days.
It's an oversaturation of content. I've said that for years now since going to the 3-hour thing.
3 hours
personally,
is too
way,
much.
I think,
It's so
I think it's
long.
different for me though, because the way I watch it on. I don't watch it live. I don't watch it on Hulu, but I watch it.
I thought you watched it on Hulu.
No, well,
Because
If
Hulu
I-
is a cut version of it.
if I it's only an hour and a half. If I
Right.
miss it completely on Monday night, I watch it on Hulu. Otherwise,
Right.
I watch it on watchwrestling.in. They do it in 15-minute segments, like people upload them,
Mhm.
and I can fast forward through it. But
Right.
it's like uploaded. The first
But
one's
see, that's
uploaded
just
like
saying
20
you
minutes
watch
after.
it and fast forward. I'm saying the people
But
that
that's why it's different for me.
sit through it.
Yeah.
Like we've been to some Raws live, and let me tell you, if I have to hear another Flow Rider promo about WrestleMania, every commercial
Don't
break.
go during WrestleMania season.
No, it wasn't. That's the thing. It was like what, December or summer? Or it
I
was,
think
it
that's-
was
We've gone to both. We've gone to one in the winter,
and in the
one
summer.
in the summer.
Yeah,
and it's still
and it's the
just
same promos every commercial break. The lights go out, and literally they're doing nothing. And then when the lights are about to come back on, they're like if they've come out for an entrance, the music comes back up, and then it continues. But during the commercial, they're not just sitting there with their music playing. There's commercials for their own products while you're there.
Yeah, I mean,
It's 3 hours is a long time. to
but I
sit
think
and
that
fast.
makes sense for any live event though, because if you go to a Red Wings thing, they do a lot of Red Wings promos.
I
and
no,
stuff.
I get it, but I'm just saying it's a lot. Not only is it starting at 8 when you're there live, they have when they were doing main event and superstars tapings, they were doing like 7:15, 7:30 kickoffs, and after that, stick around after 11:10 or 11:05. This goes off the air. We got so and so's the faces versus the heels in your bonus main event. That shit's getting done at midnight. So you're
I mean,
talking-
I'd be okay with it
you
because
get
I
your
would-
money's worth.
Yeah.
But it's just like, holy crap. And like WrestleMania now, starting at like 10 a.m. Just kidding, by the way. And then going
I
till
don't think you
Tuesday.
are.
That's what they're going to do. They're going to start WrestleMania Friday night now.
They pretty much started the week before, or the week of, with like all their access stuff.
Well, right. They've done that for over a decade.
I agree with what Trevor just said though. The Superman punch wouldn't be so bad if he didn't cock his arm like a gun.
Oh, dude, I'm sick of that shit. So-
If he just did,
If he just out of nowhere, just
Out of
RKO
nowhere,
style,
which he does sometimes, but when he
Fine,
goes,
but fucking stupid.
and then he's got to cock it again if it doesn't do the
It's
job the
yeah.
first time, like he did at Hell in a
You get
Cell.
an
Oh
eye
my
roll every time
god.
he does it. It's just
we'll move on because I want to get to Hell in a Cell. But I'm gonna tinkle while you move. Let's talk about the next one because I forgot to do that.
You're gonna
we forgot
tinkle
to
while he
tinkle. We forgot
binkles.
to talk about the next one.
I forgot to tinkle before we started.
Whoa. All right. Well.
So our next contest
What did
was
you do?
a
Or not do.
No. It's
triple threat match for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship, featuring defending champion Carmella, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch. Unfortunately, at this time, the winner came out as yet again Charlotte Flair,
Charlotte.
who had only at this point lost 2 championship contests in her pay-per-view history. So you knew kind of going in that she was going to probably win this, even though we all wanted Becky Lynch to win this, at least if you're a continuous supporting fan. The good thing we got out of this, and this was this event, I believe, if I recall right, the heel.
yeah.
Okay, I'm like, am I mixing things up? We got the heel turn finally. We got the face-to-face kind of respect, discuss, like, you beat me, but you one-up me again, and I'm kind of sick of it. So we got the heel turn.
Yep.
iRob says, I always want Becky to win. And we have Gulagan. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I apologize. I do remember
What's
you.
up?
Your name is familiar to me. Speaking of the Punch, 2K19 has all new things today. I did see some of those announcements. That game is looking awesome. Can't wait for it. A couple more weeks. And sometime in October, I'll debut that on our Wednesday stream. So give me some time to build a roster.
You know what girls are made of? Pumpkin
but-
spice and everything kind of passive aggressively. You don't get Taco Bell.
I mean, that's not wrong.
So Becky Lynch's heel turn. What are you thinking here, Poser Rabbit? Grab his back.
Foot is stuck. Hold on a sec. Yeah. Loved it.
Yeah,
Overdue.
no question.
Overdue, for sure. I love how she's like the Stone Cold Steve Austin style heel, though. The anti-hero everybody fucking loves.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
Fuck the system.
were you gonna hate her as
No.
a heel? That's the problem.
But that's why I think it works.
Oh, it works wonderfully. But you feel for her, hatred
do.
and dislike for
Yeah.
her. Like, of course, after 2 years of getting screwed out of the belt, you're gonna be like, yeah, damn it.
Yeah. Thank Christ.
Our WWE Championship match was next, and let me talk to you about awkward. This shit in this storyline has been awkward.
I fast forwarded through this match.
So bad.
Awkward.
I fast forwarded through this match.
This was
care.
not the best match we've seen from Joe either. We had some weird slowness to him. Brutality was good.
Was this
but
the one at the end where he went out and his
into
daughter
the kid,
Okay.
yeah. And like
Wendy, I
his-
lied. I'll be your new daddy. And
yeah,
AJ
saying
snapped.
to me, the daddy and the kid was like not wanting to go to AJ Styles and said, "Daddy, you're bleeding."
Yeah.
Like
The whole thing was cringeworthy, top to bottom.
cringeworthy, awkward for the kid because
Yeah.
the kid doesn't know what's going on.
No,
And
she's
there
in
can-
like a crowd of 10, 15,000 people?
15,000, and it's awkward.
Joe seems old.
Joe is a little on the older side. Both of them are though. Both Styles and Joe are pushing 40.
Yeah, but AJ Styles doesn't look.
He does not look it at all.
No, he's still phenomenal.
Ah.
Putting on some good stuff, obviously, is AJ, but Samoa Joe and AJ Styles, they have a historic rivalry, right? They go back to TNA, X Division. They built that
Yeah.
together.
That's the house
Like,
AJ Styles built.
well, sure. But,
I think SmackDown is the house that The Rock built.
Mhm.
That's just me.
well, trademarked for sure.
Yeah. It's not, do you smell what the phenomenal forearm is cooking, you know? Or I'm not going to lay the. It's not called Phenomenal Forearm Live. That's all.
Started off so strong.
I got nothing. Got nothing here. Do I want to see more out of these two? I want to see better out of these two. This story, I want to stop and restart something different because it continues now with story time,
Oh
bedtime.
God,
like,
I fast forwarded through that
was
so hard.
Sauce.
this is the best you got out of him? Come on. Lay at the style splash down on you.
Please
I'm
no.
gonna take you down to. Oh, I don't even know any of those moves. Drive.
It's such a shitty move anyway.
The
Styles
Styles
Clash.
No!
Terror
You're
bad.
so wrong.
Terror bad.
You're done.
Awful.
Why is it awful?
First of all, it looks goofy. Second of all, it requires way too much hold still and take it from the person he's doing it to.
Explain to me some of your highlighted finishers then in your book. Like, what do you like?
He likes the discus clothesline from Natalia.
It's true. It's a solid one. Just rocking people.
He
No, but I mean, like, okay,
he also
look.
likes the DDT.
Classic.
Solid.
Yep. Jake the Snake.
Solid.
If we're gonna go old
The
school,
double
then you
underhook DDT.
no, you have to go leg drop. Hulk Hogan leg drop.
Death Valley
Quintessential.
Driver, aka the AA, aka the Death Valley Driver.
Circle back.
His
Ooh,
favorite's
that
the
got
Bailey
loud.
Belly.
What's wrong with the Bailey Belly? It's clever. It fits her character.
Yeah,
It's
but
just a
weak.
suplex. It's just a suplex.
side belly suplex.
She
Yeah.
can give me a side belly suplex.
I mean, I would take it too.
No, but like, okay, look.
I would not be like, oh, pin. I would probably say, oh, pin.
It's
me.
become it's become extremely cliche at this point to have the RKO out of nowhere, but RKO, Diamond Cutter, both solid. Super kick, choke slam, power bomb. These
You
are
have
all
some
like
weak traditional likes.
No.
He was
But
born
these
in
are
the 1800s, so he's got
true.
like these are all new to him.
He's
These
like
are all
Roman Reigns, more like Roman Coliseum. That's wrestling right
Back
there.
in my day,
But these are all.
people did the Russian leg sweep for finishers.
Oh, my watch died. But these are all moves that actually don't rely on the other person to just take it.
Well,
I mean,
they usually don't
this
take it.
this
Well,
this
you
goes
should
right.
never look up the Canadian Destroyer then, because that is the best finisher of all time.
And there goes
He's looking at
Eric
all
to
you guys
Google
in chat
it.
like, oh shit, what's that move?
I think I know
I
what
Rob
it
knows
is.
that move.
I think I remember what it was, but
Was it Petey Williams that does it?
somebody from Impact.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Who was it? I think that's AJ Styles.
No. Well,
Somebody-
somebody. Is it Petey Williams that does it?
Okay, but what I mean though, Rob, when I say requires too much of them just taking it, is take the time for any other finisher almost on the roster between when they're like, oh shit, it's their finisher, to when the finisher is finished, and then compare that to how long it takes for him to set up the Styles Clash.
He's done it super fast before.
This week, did you watch the highlights of this
I
Styles
haven't
Clash?
seen
Did you see that?
this week's SmackDown.
Watch his Styles Clash this week. The way he executes that. Good stuff.
Yes, Trevor, that's exactly what I was about to bring up too.
I don't know if I could just.
Del Rio's,
specifically-
they're supposed to hold their stuff in the ring post. Yeah, whatever. Del Rio's. The Tombstone. Tombstone's great. Good move.
And that takes a while to set up.
Yeah, and if you do it wrong, you die.
So,
Well,
You know.
Rest in peace.
literally.
you have to literally wait for him to walk all the way down the ramp
Stuff your head in his
in
dick.
his tingling.
Here, smell my sweaty crotch.
Like
and then
he
he's
did
like,
to
I want to
John
smell your
Cena.
sweaty crotch. And
At
then
the same time.
they smell crotches.
All right, guys.
And he doesn't actually drop him, he just faints.
Hold on, Rabbit. I gotta move for this week. I'm the dead man, right?
Yeah.
So,
What's up?
what if I pick you up?
Ooh.
We 69.
Okay. I'm digging
And
it.
that's it. I dropped to my knees there to 69. And then I stick my tongue out I pin you.
Kind of lazy.
No. Oh, we call it the Tombstone because I'm the dead man.
Like the pizza?
I don't know my background. It's an Undertaker now. So that's my First Nation.
That's true. You can't see it coming.
Oh my god. So I can't remember what I was doing. I was Googling something today and a video came up.
work?
Or no, I was on Facebook. Somebody shared a video
That's not Google.
of shut up. Somebody shared a video of it was a YouTube video on the Bella's YouTube channel of John Cena playing the piano.
Uh-huh.
And all I was saying to this guy Dan that I work with, I go,
Self-playing piano.
I was like, nobody. This piano's playing itself. This is amazing.
And I'm the one born in the 1800s. Player piano is new technology to you?
Rob,
Yeah, because I'm not born in the 1800s. I've never seen it before.
It's true. You saw him Back to the Future 3. There's ZZ Top there. Why are they there?
Let's go ahead and move on, shall we?
69.
Oh yeah, Finn Balor. Or no,
No,
the Miz.
Not
jumping
Finn
ahead.
Balor.
This storyline, finally. I was super excited about this. You didn't give a shit.
Well, okay.
You didn't. We have it on video.
I'll tell you. No, I was going to tell you why.
Okay.
Because
Hit
Good
me with the
timing.
nuts.
because I feel like after Daniel Bryan's return, he's not been as solid as he was before,
No, 100% agree.
and therefore it didn't hold as much weight to me. When he was not wrestling, their promos back and forth were great.
But that's why they did it wrong, but they did it right. If that makes sense. They did it right by making this finally fucking happen. at
You mean the
SummerSlam.
it kicks?
Yeah. It kicks.
This was, again, I said, I went on a tangent on the last episode. Check out our last episode if you're interested. But 8 years in the making. I can't emphasize that enough. This match.
No, I would have
It lived up to that hype.
Before
Even
his-
the end was perfect with the heel tactics and cheating to win.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the Daniel Bryan is about 70% as good as he was.
So yeah, he can't.
But that's what I'm saying.
He
Like
can't do
before
what he
he
did.
retired, before he actually got injured, that would have been
Sure,
more
it would have been
intriguing.
more appropriate.
Yeah.
Better timing.
That's why I wasn't excited for it.
I get that. The fact that it happened though, and liking both of them an awful lot. I was a huge Daniel
Yeah.
Bryan fan at his 100%.
Yeah, your beard tells the story.
Does it? Yeah, thanks. And I've always been a supporter of The Miz, even though a lot of people should.
I love this.
So seeing those two and then the stories they've told over the years is great.
Their promos have been good.
Even as this continues, we haven't seen a lot of the best stuff with the tag team stuff, but there's been still quality between them two. The end outcome here, I truly hope this elevates The Miz into the title picture. I want to see him before he retires have another run, and a worthy run with the main belt, or one of the main belts.
I want to see them end up doing a maybe like an unsanctioned match, kind of like Tommaso Ciampa and Gargano did. Kind of like, you don't need to win. It's not a match. You guys want to beat the shit out of each other.
The thing is, they have to play it safe with Daniel Bryan, though.
Right.
He can't do the risks he did, so it's like...
You can still make it interesting with emotion and stuff like that without having to pull too many risks.
Raven says Miz is awesome, best talker in WWE. I agree, and that's why he needs a main event.
With everything else he's got going on, though, I don't see it happening.
No, but that's just it. He keeps himself busy because he knows. You know, he's gonna be a mid-carder. He's
who?
He's The Miz.
Oh.
He's
that's why he elevated the IC title.
Sure, he's what I refer to as a constant until he retires.
Yeah,
he will be doing what he does, and what he does is what he does best. He's like Jericho. They would bring him in when they needed something that needed to get done well, and you would just rely on it to be good.
Did you read that too?
As long as Brie doesn't try suicide dive, yeah, that was a little bit of ring rust there.
She went to pull a Lita.
Scary stuff there. Her life was saved.
Yeah.
Let's move on, though, to another squash match of the evening.
Can we just skip it? Like, do we have to talk about it? Because I can really say zero.
The only thing I want to talk about was the awesome reaction of a returning gimmick, the Demon.
That was the only redeeming factor of that whole match.
It was amazing, and I knew when the lights went out, I was like, holy shit, we're getting the Demon back. I was super excited about that, and the rest of it I could care less because fuck Baron Corbin. He's garbage.
He's a garbage person.
I've never liked him in NXT. He was in squash matches constantly, and now it's nice to see him on the returning side of a squash match.
Receiving side?
On him.
Yeah.
I don't like him as the Constable. I didn't like him as receding Baron Corbin. He's boring. Boring Corbin.
Yep.
Speaking of boring matches for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I have not been enjoying this Jeff Hardy.
Nope.
At all.
He's another one not at 100%, though.
Nope. Well, I got really excited when he was like, oh, now that I've lost my title, part of me is missing, and now I'm broken. And I'm like, oh, shit, is he going to switch to one of the other gimmicks? Maybe.
Willow.
You know, I didn't even care which one. I was just like, okay, just give me something. Because this Jeff Hardy sucks.
Jack.
Cactus Jeff.
We will speak of Jeff Hardy again at Hell in a Cell because he does redeem himself.
He does.
But this rivalry with Shinsuke was very weird.
Very dumb. Didn't like it.
And yeah, that's just...
Well, and it did nothing for either of them.
No.
Nakamura's got the belt, but where is he now?
Then what? Yeah.
Why are we talking about him at all? Because
of what?
Yeah.
So yeah, overall it wasn't a great match. Very forgettable. I couldn't even tell you most of the things that happened.
I'll tell you one thing that happened.
Rob says Shinsuke's his favorite. The Rob loves dick punches.
He's a weird kid.
He did that on you.
I'll tell you
Three times.
One memorable thing.
One kick in the dick.
And it was it.
Dick kick.
One memorable thing that happened in that match, and it makes me physically hurt to remember it, was when Jeff Hardy had Nakamura on the apron and went for the swanton on the edge of the apron, and Nakamura got out of the way.
Yeah.
That bump looked brutal.
Yeah. He's taken some notable bumps since returning.
Which I don't
we'll
get.
Talk about another one.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I hope you got some images from that shit. Okay, if not, you should find one because we're going to talk about that.
Well, the one that I got, I had to clip. They're just not around right now.
Gotcha.
Next match I didn't really care about after watching it.
Another squash match.
Yeah, I was excited for it because the names involved, but the execution was really low.
You have one of the most dominant people, not only in NXT, but the main roster, a multi-time Raw Women's Champion, gets squashed by a green Ronda Rousey. Is it believable that she could beat Alexa Bliss's ass?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, 100%. Is Ronda Rousey selling me as a legit roster talent?
No.
Unfortunately, still not.
So that Mania match that she had, her first match at Mania.
That's her best match.
It was her best match, and I feel like it's only because of the talent that was in it with her.
You know, I don't think that was even it. Because have we watched it back since? I think we were going in with very low expectations, and she exceeded them because she hit her spots perfectly.
That's true.
And it's not that she's not hitting her spots perfectly; it's her execution of the storyline and culmination of these things in match.
Yeah, and that eye makeup
was ridiculous.
Yeah,
and her hair, the weird shit she keeps doing with her hair is messing me up too.
You had me at Alexa Bliss's ass.
She's injured now, by the way.
Yup. She's
Alexa
out of
Bliss?
the, yep. She's out of the mixed match
match
Oh yeah, that's
challenge.
right. Because now it's
replaced by Ember Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Now I literally at the top of the episode.
Was it because of this match? Or,
no, not this match.
The Hell in a Cell one?
I believe so. Yes.
Her arm.
Yeah, it is an arm injury, so I'm 99% sure it was directly because of that.
Too, and you,
she's
Rob,
too rough.
have noted that she's incredibly aggressive and rough.
Yeah, she's
especially
throwing
with her
them around.
arm drags.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they're pretty. Go slower with them. I thought she was going to rip Alicia Fox's arm off.
Yep. When Alicia Fox came out in the sling the next time we saw her, I was like, that's legit.
Yeah, right.
I believe that injury.
Fucking judo trained. How many of these people on the roster are judo trained? I can only think of a handful.
Yeah, a handful.
Like,
but just real quick about the mixed match thing. I read at the top of the episode when I was looking up something else that if Bliss is cleared for competition before Strowman and Ember Moon get eliminated, if they do, then she'll swap back in. So she's technically still part of the challenge.
I mean, that's fine. It sucks for Ember Moon if they do well.
Yeah.
I'd like
you know what I would like to see with Ember Moon and Braun Strowman? Ember Moon jump off of Braun Strowman to hit the eclipse.
Yeah.
This could elevate Ember Moon as
just
well.
like you remember last year Alexa Bliss jumped off Strowman to do the Twisted Bliss?
Mm-hmm.
Just like that.
So here's the thing. You could book a storyline out of that too. Alexa getting jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to see Ember Moon and Alexa Bliss because both great talents.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of them judo trained.
Right. They could put on a good match. So.
Yeah.
Is Ember Moon on Raw?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought she was on SmackDown. I'm drunk. It's fine.
I don't know now.
Okay. And then this garbage trash.
Well, hold up. Ronda Rousey going forward. Thoughts on her run as champ? Who do we think she's going to drop it to?
I think it's going to be Braun Strowman. Or,
Braun Strowman.
I was going to say Brock Lesnar all over again.
Roman Reigns is going to take it.
He's
like all women's pay-per-view. Sam Roman.
She's going to drop it to R-Truth.
I think Nia Jax.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yes.
Wait, who'd you say?
Nia Jax.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, she was seconds away from taking it from her in her first real outing.
Who else?
That's the thing.
So
Yeah,
I was going to say one of three things. Either it is going to be a Brock Lesnar situation. She's just going to hold that. She's just going to hold that belt forever. Alexa will find a way to get around her and get the belt back, or Shayna will get called up and be like, "It's my turn. I'm taking it." As the only other real opposition.
I could see Ronda Rousey holding it for a while, and then when Shayna comes up after Evolution, if they do decide to do the 4v4, 4 horsemen versus 4 horsewomen or whatever, then Shayna Baszler, something happens at the end of that match maybe, and Baszler
Rousey bumps her the wrong way or something.
Yeah,
they gotta do something. Having two similar backgrounds, if you don't pit them against each other, you're making a great mistake.
Yeah.
Well, just like they're doing with Lashley and Lesnar.
You have to have Jessamine Duke.
Not that I want to see Lashley anymore.
You have to have Jessamine Duke and the other chick pick sides.
Yeah.
So then you do a 4-person tag match eventually.
Yeah. We'll see. But let's talk about the main event here.
Let's not talk about the main event.
Yeah, we have to.
Gloss over it quickly, I think.
Brock Lesnar, the longest current of the modern era, reigning champion.
Really? I thought it was Pete Dunne.
No. Ultimately culminated in
He's definitely the longest Universal Champion.
Roman winning the belt. But let's talk about why and how that happened. Hold on, okay.
No, you can keep going.
Okay. So the two of them made their entrance, and then we had music hit. Whose music do you ask? Braun Strowman's.
So Just so we can circle back for just a sec. Lesnar has the longest reign at 504 days.
Right.
Owens is the youngest champion at 32, while Goldberg is the oldest. He won it at 50. Roman Reigns is the current champion.
This is the Universal Championship.
Yeah, but no other championship has held it longer than 504 days.
Right, but I'm saying youngest of this belt.
Oh, yeah. And Pete Dunne, his longest reign is still current, which is 481 days.
Oh, so he's coming up on it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not really relevant.
No, but it's still a belt, right? It's
Sure.
Still
Sure, but
Anyway,
it proves my point.
I'll tell you the highlight of this match for me was Strowman not cashing in.
Faded to black.
that was not a highlight. So here's the thing. Braun
What was the
came
highlight?
out.
Braun not cashing in.
No.
Because no. Here's why. I feel like after everything that happened, if Braun had been able to cash in, Roman would have somehow won, and we'd have seen Strowman throw away his cash in right then for no reason.
Which we will lead to.
But that's my point. That was the
So-
highlight, was not having to witness that travesty.
The interesting thing about the booking decision here, the match was incredibly short.
Travis.
So Braun came out, said he was going to wait ringside for this match to be done. He's like, nope, I'm not going to cash in.
I think his exact words were, "I'm going to do it face to face."
Got it.
Whoop.
We're just done.
Yep. Episode's over. You guys made me angry.
Cool.
So he essentially just said, "I'm going to do it to your face."
Right. He's going to be a man about it. Which I'm like, okay, I'm okay with this.
But he didn't say that night.
quarter- Sure.
That's the thing that they got you with.
Well, he was planning on cashing it in.
I just want you to look at Roman and
Get that off the screen. It's
Heyman's
terrible.
face.
Terrible. So he said he was going to be waiting for this match to be done. We all knew he was going to cash in at the end. The match went on 6 minutes, and unfortunately during the match, Braun got involved. Not directly, but got hit with an F5 that took him out completely. One F5, mind you.
That's all you need.
He was done. And then, who was it? Brock
Well, he hit him
chucked
with the
briefcase
chair.
up the ramp.
Broke the screen. That was
Busted
funny.
the screen, chucked it up the ramp so he couldn't reach it. They rush the end, and then Roman wins. Crowd boos. Pay-per-view cuts. That's it.
Yeah, it was a trash ending.
Right. They
Summer
knew
crap.
that people were going to be pissed, so they quickly rushed that shit. We're like, Braun's not getting up. He's not going to run out there and get the briefcase. That's it.
Yeah.
And that was it. That's how SummerSlam ended. I was like, what?
How many Supermans would I have taken?
Right, and that's the thing. Their matches, hitting each other with Superman punches. He went off on him, multiple off the bat. Like,
Hit him with 3, like at least 2, literally
hit
at the
each
bell.
time?
right. The pacing, the booking.
Wait, did he in that one?
Yes.
Or didn't he just surprise him with it at SummerSlam? I don't think he did.
I don't
I think he
either
just
way.
swung on him right off the bell.
It was bad.
I don't know. It was terrible. Don't get me wrong, but
I don't
You
like
know,
what they did.
call it where it is.
Like you had mentioned, though, I'm glad the cash-in didn't end up happening because he got to hold on to the Money in the Bank. We were still going to get Braun Strowman going after the belt, which
Yeah.
is good, which we'll talk about here on Hell in a Cell. So you want to kick us off with Hell in a Cell?
Yeah. So we got a tag team match for the WWE Tag Team Champions between the New Day and Rusev Day.
Rusev.
Speaking of, did you guys watch SmackDown this week?
No,
No,
more
not yet.
Rusev.
Yeah, he got beat up by Aiden English.
I'm not surprised.
Like
So that
Aiden English
proves
was
that.
like, he's like, I'll do better or whatever. Oh no, Rusev said something to him, and he turns around and he starts like complaining to some tech guy, and the tech guy goes, because Rusev was behind, or Lana was behind him. She's like, I'm gonna go tell Rusev, and then they come out like normal. At the end of the match, Aiden English jumps in and starts hitting him with the microphone.
So here's the thing: where do you
That bums
book
me out.
Rusev and Aiden English from here?
You don't.
Right.
Well, now they're feuding. That's
Good for them. Let them go do their own thing over there because I don't want to watch
Let
it.
them give me like specified fast forward time.
Right. Hell in a Cell, Raven says was better than SummerSlam.
Oh,
I
yeah.
agree. It was better.
overall, yeah.
Not a great show, but better.
By comparison,
So
yeah.
New Day at this point were champions going in, and they retained.
Surprise, surprise.
Not much really you can say about this match.
You know, I'm not surprised. At this time going into it, I'm like, they're going to give Rusev Day the belts because they were getting some momentum going. Like, Aiden English was becoming popular with somebody out there. Not me. And they were doing some things. I thought for sure we were going to see another change of titles, but it didn't happen.
Oh, and then we had our first Hell in the Cell match of the night.
Let's talk about this match, because this is the epitome. Slow and weird start, but damn it, is this a callback to the Attitude Era? And this is ultimately what a Hell in a Cell match should be.
That's Hell in a Cell and Bash on the Beach at the same time.
It is. 25-minute
Hell on the
opener.
beach.
Hell on the Beach.
The ending was impressive with some innovativeness using the
It's
top
actually
of the cage.
It was the longest match on the card.
And it
Wait,
should
hold
have been. It deserved to be.
Yeah. Even
Oh,
with the
God,
Reigns and
yeah.
Strowman match, it was the longest.
Raven got to it first.
I'm
The
not.
Screwdriver in the ear.
I'm not getting images for that. I don't care.
I-
I'm not doing it.
Cringed when he was actually twisting it more than one rotation.
I didn't, but that's because I knew that wasn't hurting him.
I don't
Well, I'm sure it
care.
doesn't
That's
feel
a
good, but
grisly sight.
Well, I mean,
This shit, when you pull on it, doesn't feel good. It's stretchy, but that's fucking gross.
but if you lose all the feeling in your earlobe when you do that,
Well, I know it's super stretchy skin, but the image of it.
I was more worried about it being that close to that ear, because have you ever smelled a
The
gauge?
plugs stink.
no,
They're gross.
The plugs stink.
I don't want to smell a plug.
No,
A
smell my
butt
ear.
plug.
probably smell better.
It probably would
Might.
smell better.
So, yeah, this match, the cuts and damage that Orton took, he had a
you see
gouge
that?
out of his thigh.
Yeah, did you see what came out of like that big
It's like
thing
a-
of skin?
Yeah, it was like a clot or skin.
Yeah.
Rob says not if you clean them. I clean mine all the time.
Your butt plugs?
Yeah, my butt plugs. His back from the studded belt
That was awesome.
just kept dripping blood.
Yeah.
Like, again, I love the callback to the Attitude Era in this.
Mhm.
And it sounds, again, hipster wrestling fan, but damn it. That
You
is...
sounded so Vince McMahon just then. Damn it.
That's so... That era, and it's so what Hell in a Cell should be.
Yeah.
The build, unfortunately, wasn't great between these two. It was very contrived, but the match execution and the storytelling there was spot on. I really appreciated that match.
Has there
And
ever been a
it's-
women's Hell in a Cell match?
Yes.
Was that last year? Well, who was in it? Do you remember?
Sasha Banks and somebody?
Except for the finish. The finish was the only thing about that match I didn't like
The Hell in a Cell?
with Orton and Hardy.
What was wrong with it?
He just fell through the table.
Yeah, he got the fuck out
It
of the
was
way.
it was 2016 Sasha Banks.
But there was
show.
such a huge gap.
Yeah, Sasha Banks shot. I knew Sasha Banks.
Wait, what are you talking about?
The end where he face planted. I would have loved to
Like
see...
he swung forward.
He's hanging and swinging.
Well, he
on his
swung
face.
back, and then as he started to swing forward, Orton got out of the way, and then he swung back another full swing before he let go. Like,
Well, you had to let go. Was he going to hang up there?
yep, forever. He
No.
could have got back to the ladder.
Here's
Anyway,
the
that's not the
thing.
point. No. I'm fine with him going through the table
It was a cool way to
ultimately, but you know, it just
end. Did you want to see an RKO out of that?
yes,
through the
that
table?
would
That
would have been
sweet way to
spectacular.
end.
It wouldn't have even been like
Like,
the
if
craziest
And
RKO.
as he's falling, he like rolls.
Rolled off the table and got an RKO, put it
Yeah.
on the table.
That would've been dope
That would
as
have
shit.
been cool.
That would have been and that would have been the reason to just turn the pay-per-view off because it wasn't getting
you're
better
on
than
top of
that.
shit. So
That would have, you know what that would have been? Matt Hardy walking through that door and saying, and then Jeff Hardy walking back through. I'm with you, brother. It's just, I'm leaving too.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. I think that Jeff Hardy's taking a break.
Oh yeah.
I think we're seeing a
He
near.
took a break.
Well, yeah, I think we're going to see the near end of Jeff Hardy's consistent run.
I'd be okay with that.
It's time.
Yep.
There's not much.
Trot
for
him
to
back
do.
out as legends, but otherwise let him
And
go.
that's just it. There's not much else for him to do. He's done it. Good job.
They needed to end their careers here, which is what they did.
Yep, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'll give you that unquestionably. Trevor, the heel of "Do your job," yelling
Yeah.
at the ref was absolutely solid.
So this is a great example of Orton at his best
I love Randy Orton, dude.
when he's booked right and when he cares. He had so many years and
Yeah.
time periods that you could tell he just was going through the motions and didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
He's
I'm getting a
got-
paycheck,
personally,
I don't
he's got-
care.
Right, personally, he has a
But I
bad
always
attitude.
rooted for him to do
Well, right, because he's likable as a heel. He's not a great face.
Not a great face, but I still liked him.
I think Andrea likes his face
And his butt plug.
and his dick,
I mean, I don't know that.
You go.
his viper. Spits.
If I had to make an educated guess, though,
But yeah, that was a good match. Let's we'll hop on to the next one because we still got a couple more.
Well, I'm gonna hop on.
There you go. Becky
Samesies.
Lynch defeating Charlotte Flair in a singles match for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Finally.
The Rock.
This girl is on fire.
That was
Please never do that
a
again.
great ending. That was a great match too.
Yeah.
It was.
About time they pulled the trigger on this. I hope they continue to do some really cool stuff with her run as champ. I'm curious where they go, and if they exit this feud, where her next feud will be.
I don't know that it's really over.
No, it's not. By any
No,
means.
it's not. But I can't remember. I'm trying to remember who is on the SmackDown Live roster that isn't already in stuff.
That's just
Well,
it.
Asuka and Naomi are
Yeah, Asuka, Naomi
about to be, but aren't
the
currently.
Iconics.
Yeah. The Iconics aren't. Carmella technically is.
The Iconics are going to be in a feud with Asuka and Naomi.
Right. So where do you?
Although
where
the
do you
current
go?
rumor there is that Asuka's going to heel turn on Naomi in the middle of that, so that's
Sure, but
exciting.
you heel then.
Well, I'm just saying. Like,
Heel anti-hero?
I don't think it
You
matters.
do it, it's achievable,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, like, what's the exit feud? If they plan to keep the belt on her,
Who else is on that roster?
and that's just it. That's why Charlotte's already a 42-time champion.
Yeah.
A slight exaggeration.
It's not though.
Oh, you still have the Riot Squad.
Eh,
I like Ruby Riot out of those three.
eh.
I don't like any of those three. The whole group. And also, they're on Raw.
It's true. Oh, why are
'Cause
they on
they're-
the SmackDown video card then? That's weird.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Please book Asuka better. They have just done nothing with her. Indeed, since WrestleMania, she has been.
Well, she's been getting pooped on since before that. The whole feud with
Oh.
Carmella was garbage.
Okay, so you got Charlotte,
Who's
Billie
tall?
Kay, Asuka, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Peyton Royce, Lana, Naomi, Nikki Bella, inactive, Carmella, Becky Lynch, Tamina, technically, I guess, and Zelina Vega. When was this posted? Holy fuck, hold on.
Well, that can't be right.
I was gonna say none of this seems.
That was
correct.
April. God damn you, internet.
Charlotte is tall.
Why
She
can't you
is
know
tall.
exactly what I'm looking for?
Anyway, it doesn't matter. There's not a whole lot there for her to move into. No, I mean
You bring someone from
NXT.
Mae Young Classic too.
Oh yeah.
You have that 32.
Into the title picture.
No. I'm just saying up to
Right.
You. I mean, maybe depends on who it is.
That's what I'm
There's
saying.
a lot.
Well,
of good
so you,
talent there,
you
too.
shove Shayna Baszler over there,
Yeah.
throw her straight into the title picture, and then you got Rousey on Raw and Shayna on SmackDown, and everybody
Way to
hates it.
protect them. Yeah, it's a way to protect them both.
Booker T.
Booker T is gonna go against Becky Lynch. Okay. Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross could do it. I
don't-
don't want to. If she could get up in the feud, I don't know that I want to see her win, but
Nikki Cross has been
What was that?
really cool, really fun to watch. Probably your son.
Andrew, you hear it?
I sure did.
Oh. Just weird noise.
Move Dana Brooke over
ooh.
to SmackDown.
Yeah, give her a
Well,
push.
I was gonna say
She deserves a push.
she's on the verge of getting let go, from what I heard. So that would not be a bad move. Throw her to SmackDown and see how well she does there.
Yeah.
Bummer, dude.
Bummer, dude.
I'm a fan of her.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
I was actually talking to Amanda about this. Another thing about her, like when she first arrived at NXT, she was cut, buff, like amazing shape.
Because she came in as a bodybuilder and a model.
Yeah,
model.
but now they had her put on weight. They told her to put on weight. That's why she looks a little chubbier now, and she moves a little slower.
I'm pretty sure depression from her longtime boyfriend choking and dying didn't help things.
Didn't help it, no, but I also think that she was kind of pushed into that.
At any rate, there's not a whole lot of
Mickey
good
James?
places to go.
I'd like her with titles.
Also on Raw.
Yeah, true.
With Alexa Bliss, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the entire
That's the thing.
roster.
Raw roster for the women is stacked.
Nope, got it. No Emdar. He's a girl, right?
No.
Who was the dude with the unibrow that dressed up as a woman?
Santino Marella.
That's the one.
See, no, we're moving on.
If you're gonna say stupid shit, go you go full on.
Well, let's go to this good tag match here. Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre defeating Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins.
That was a phenomenal match, though. It was such a good match.
It was, yeah.
So,
I just want to share with you guys that I named the button for this Mick Ziggler versus Rolbros.
Nick Ziggler. So, Dean Ambrose is
I'm upset with you.
fucking ripped now.
That's the only way it
Who
would
is?
fit.
Dean Ambrose?
Yeah.
He looks great.
Dude
he
is
looks
built.
great, but did you hear his shit recovery?
I think I did, yeah.
He's had a staph infection and almost
Yep.
fucking died.
Yeah, I read that.
Like,
Is that why he still had that bandage on his arm for so long?
probably.
Because the wound just wasn't healing?
Yeah, well,
I mean, it
that's
was
just saying he had
bleeding.
multiple surgeries because it didn't heal and it didn't heal right. So yeah, it has.
Well, he ripped,
Yeah.
he ripped
They
it
talked
open
about-
on Monday, I think, too.
Yeah, they talked about removing goo. How he described it.
Gross.
It's fucking gross.
Yeah. But this was a great match. I can watch these guys fight forever.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, this match kind of stole the show for me, especially the way the finish went.
Nah, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton is stuff.
It was good.
I like this one a little more. Just
I like-
because Seth Rollins is my...
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
And
Everyone
Rollins
can have an
Ziggler.
opinion, and most people are wrong.
Yeah, like you.
Nah,
It's true.
See, that's the thing.
Two versus one. I'm sorry.
Numbers
Majority-
don't mean
majority
shit.
rules.
No.
So anyway,
You're in
It's-
the minority.
I've always been, always will be. It's fine, but I'll also be always right.
You just were wrong just then.
See, but no.
in high volume, no less.
Another one I didn't care for. Edge Steels versus Samantha Joe.
So this rivalry continues, and we
Whee!
continue to get
The next match.
Subpar
which-
matches.
we get lackluster stuff here.
And a bullshit finish.
Yeah, this finish fucking annoyed.
So here's the thing: Styles
Tapped out?
did tap.
He did.
Rob wants a solo Ambrose.
That's true.
Sister Santina, and I am right on this one. See,
According to who? Who is that?
Rob.
Yeah,
The lesser Rob.
I don't know.
That's
about
why he's
that.
on version 4.
I thought that might have been Brett. I was gonna say. Clearly, you're
My
incorrect.
Brett left us.
Like always.
He got mad
Like
because we weren't
Brett.
talking about him.
That's why you lost your title, son.
He still got the belt.
You know,
got
he
back
probably
because you came back.
he probably yelled and got banned by Nightbot again.
Ain't nobody been getting banned recently.
Let's see. Oh yeah, this one sucked.
Yeah, not great.
the finish just plain made me mad.
Well, here's the thing: he tapped.
He did, but the ref didn't see it, and the ref's decision stands.
Yep, sure
Just
does.
like when Roman's feet touched the floor first.
Sure did.
Like, why didn't we learn from that bullshit controversy?
Hey, who are
Just
these
have a
refs?
clean finish.
Who are these bowling pin refs that we always hire?
I don't know, man.
Weak ass pussies.
Wow. Anyway, speaking of pussies,
That was an awful segue.
Weird segue.
I am uncomfortable.
you nobody would get that reference, so I stopped us.
So
The Miz
let's
and
talk
Maurice.
about the Miz and Maurice still playing ultimate heels here.
What a picture that you grabbed.
All right.
That's a good victory.
I
Looks
almost
she's-
grabbed the one.
It looks like she is in, what is it, Flashdance, and he's the chair.
Kind of does. And hell's raining on her.
Yeah.
I just want you guys to know that 2 frames later, it had the Miz's arm moved up, and he was totally copping a feel on his wife.
What's wrong with that?
And I was like,
Yeah,
I'm
that'd
not
be a
gonna
better
grab
picture.
that one.
Oh.
She was
did.
making such a weird face.
Was it?
I mean, look at the face he's making now.
Rob says they both put out. He lost his belt to Elk. Should have been another Miz Bryan match instead of the ladies. And you know, it's fine because it's elevating their shows, and I get what they're doing with this. And it breaks up the content. I ain't mad about this. I ain't mad about it, and ultimately, I'm impressed by their ability to birth children and then be back in the ring performing at that level.
Yeah, that's intense for sure.
It's incredible. So bravo. So,
what?
as far as them
Sorry.
being amazing wrestling talent, neither of them truly have been. I'm speaking of the women. Maurice being of a time, as well as Brie, that there's more so look than talent.
Yeah.
That's same thing when Caitlyn was there.
She was at the end of it.
Yeah, I bring that up because she's in the Mae Young Classic.
Right.
And she looked fucking great.
Well, she's like a bodybuilder now or something crazy. Well, she was, I think. Before.
I think she's more. She's bigger, not like bigger, but like
Bulkier.
bulkier. Like she's got like more broad. Like she looks like she's more
always
like
been stocky.
yeah, but she looks like I will sit on you. She's like Dana Brooke, kind of like I will
Sit on you.
You were just digging that hole, buddy.
Let's start over.
She's badass.
Okay, cool. We'll go with that. That could be your soundbite of the night.
Yeah.
I will sit on you.
Tonight on NOW.
I will sit on you.
Oh, Jesus. Raw Women's Championship match. So here's the thing. Did Alexa Bliss, train to learn how to fight Ronda Rousey this time around?
No.
Because they put up more of a fight?
Well, yeah, but she focused very heavily on the quote-unquote injured ribs, which was all seeded in the weeks preceding.
Is that how you have to build her up now to actually have a decent match? Is that she's somewhat injured?
Apparently, yeah. Because she's tapping out.
What are you pointing at?
Her stomach. What?
You didn't see that.
I don't even want to know.
Did you really?
Did you just...
He's trying to do it. You're not on camera, you fool. You don't know where it's at.
Candy bars. Sorry.
It's not a candy bar. It's a milk club.
Oh. Sorry, guys, that went red.
I'm getting bored with Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm over it.
It was fun to see the idea of her being here, but we all knew that she was becoming champ. And
all right, Rob is back in higher esteem. He's okay with me again.
What? Okay. We all knew that this was inevitable, right? She was going to become champ. We called this months ago.
Yep.
We knew this was booking. And I think we're, at least myself anyways, is kind of over the wow factor, that she's really here. Because she's not blending with the roster.
No, and I said this to Sarah when we were watching, because I'm behind on Raw. I said this to Sarah when I was watching Raw earlier tonight.
With her shorts riding up.
Can Rob finish?
Rousey just always looks out of place.
Yes.
I was gonna let you finish.
God.
No, she just.
I'm gonna let you finish. But
every time she gets on camera, just ear to ear.
You can't do these things.
Oh my god! Let's get it off the screen.
It's better than baby dicks.
Hang on, I've still got that album art. Hang on. No, but legit, it was fine the first couple of appearances because it was like, oh, this is new and the fans adore her, and she hadn't really cemented a character. But then, of course, unsurprisingly, they very much went with the, complete UFC badass character, and you can't grin like that all the time and be that badass.
Every time she comes out.
The only time we got the angry thing was at, what was it, SummerSlam, right?
Well, it was a Raw promo where she, angrily was like, I'm gonna beat your ass, and spiked the microphone, and it did 1,000 flips.
And my favorite
and it just makes it 1,000 more comical.
That happening was Alexa Bliss's. She's always like, grrr.
And then at fucking Hell in a Cell, and when Ronda had her Hulk Hogan moment at Hell in a Cell, she got up in Alexa Bliss's face and just went, grrr! And I was like, this is ridiculous. This just jumped the shark.
You know what was ridiculous?
Oh, this main event.
Boom!
Why was Mick Foley here?
Why was Mick Foley
Because
there?
20 years ago, his Hell in a Cell match that made him famous. Did you watch his special on the network?
I haven't yet, but I want to.
You should watch
but
it.
I thought I started it, but I thought by the description, I thought it was going to be
The documentary?
Him rewatching it with the crowd.
No.
And then going over
He
it.
tells a career retrospective and then leading up to...
That's why
describing it.
Because I was too tired to just listen to him talk.
It was really... If you're a fan of his and it lived
Well, I
through
want
that,
to watch it, but that's why I turned it off that. Because
I was watching
after
every
Hell in the Cell, so it was 11:30.
Well, I didn't watch it that night. I watched it
Yeah.
a couple days later. Why isn't Mick Foley everywhere? I don't know. He has a unique way of telling stories. That's what I like about him.
But he was in this match.
He was in this match because of that. He was promoting that special, promoting the anniversary of that match, and then it ties into indeed a Hell in a Cell. So it's fitting, random, but fitting. He counted a 3 count at one point during it.
I caught that. He sure did.
When Brock hit the fence, Roman landed a run. It should have been a finish. Roman keeps the belt like they wanted. Braun doesn't look weak because Rock jumped in to cause loss.
Yep.
There's a million ways they could have done this,
Can I kick it in?
and they didn't.
Yeah.
Foley counting 3, mistake.
Can I tell you how angry I was when I heard his music? Brock Lesnar's music?
Yeah.
That was the opposite. I was excited.
Like how much I wanted to throw my remote at my television. I legitimately woke Amanda up because I said, "Go the fuck away."
She's like, fine.
She goes.
You.
She goes. I was like, nothing.
I gotta say, I think Trevor's finish there would have been better. And I honestly kind of thought that's what they were going for because of the way he dropped Roman. And to have it just go no contest instead was bullshit.
And they quickly cut the pay-per-view.
Yep.
So
No one's getting up. It's
here's the
over.
thing.
It's over.
Braun is no longer Money in the Bank. That was his match.
Yeah. And
So
they
that
have said,
shit was wasted.
yep.
Yeah.
He goes on that short list. He's what, number 4?
4. The 4th person to have a failed cash.
He's on the same list as Boring Corbin.
Boring Corbin. Mr. Kennedy.
God, I love Mr.
He
Kennedy.
was great.
Didn't
and John Cena.
Didn't
John
Kennedy
Cena had more than one cash, or
He's had, he had another one. He
didn't
lost.
Kennedy lose his as a punishment though because he
did.
was
He
in,
got-
in the shit?
Yep. And he's no longer in the company because of that. Can I get Money in the Bank? he got
Well,
over
it has happened. Well, maybe not for him,
but
but
this match just angered me.
yeah.
So, some cool spots.
Was when it went to black.
If you're going to fall off the Hell in a Cell, do it like Foley or do it like Shane McMahon and be a man. Don't go halfway up the cage and get a half-ass fall Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler. Just go up to the top and do it.
Yeah.
Like
Come
Kevin Owens did, except it wasn't Hell in a Cell, but
Right.
you know the effect is the same.
Right. Look cool. We all knew it was coming.
Well, what even happened between Ambrose and McIntyre that they were both laid out up top and not getting up?
That's the
I
thing.
missed
They were-
that.
That's the thing. Pay-per-view cut too quick. They're just stuck up there. Nothing ever happened. They never went back to them.
Yeah, no. Well, the last we saw of them, they were knocked
fighting.
out, laying down as Rollins and Ziggler were climbing down. But
And that's it.
I don't know how they got knocked down.
They were
I don't know
doing
what
it.
happened.
Butt plugs.
Tombstone.
So, I thought for sure that one of them was going to go through. I think it was Ambrose that fell. I thought for sure he was going to go through because I saw that cage go. Whoop.
Well,
Yeah.
they put, like reinforced on that shit now.
Yeah, they said it like 100 times through the course of the pay-per-view. This cage has been reinforced. They put in extra
They had
bars
to.
and it's
If you watch
reinforced.
back when Mick
Reinforced by
Foley-
ugly red paint.
Do you know how it was held together back when Mick Foley went through it?
It's zip
Zip
ties.
ties.
Yeah.
Well,
Zip ties.
see what killed me.
500 pounds of man.
I
A
always
zip tie.
I always thought there was.
500 Oh,
Between the two of them.
Yeah. I always thought the zip ties were on purpose so that you would know which panels were going to come off. Well, not always, but for a
Those
long
weren't
time.
supposed to break.
Well, I know that now, but for a long time I was like, of course he fell through that panel. It was zip tied. It was the same thing when Roman speared Braun through the cage.
Well, sure, they make breakaway stuff.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like you see those spots, and like for a minute you're just like, well, of course that one broke. It was just zip ties. What idiot would use zip ties?
Right. Foley almost died. Hell in a Cell didn't get
The
stopped.
World Wrestling Entertainment Business.
Early in the night, Hardy was fucked up and the ref still counted him.
Yeah,
That's it. How do you have a no contest in the Hell in a Cell? So the
especially
booking,
after Hardy Orton.
Right. So the booking here was bad. It was a cop-out way to, for some reason, get the Money in the Bank off of Braun Strowman and keep Roman with the belt. And then get Braun still involved with the title picture. We talked about War Games, Rob. So we're getting a triple threat in the coming weeks.
Also stupid.
So here's the thing. Brock's going to stick around for the time being because he's not cleared to return.
Oh,
No. He's not cleared from his suspension for MMA until at least January.
Doesn't the clock not tick down unless he's actively doing something though?
He has to apply for a license and then gets approved and then has to run out his suspension. So summer of 2016 was his last fight, and it was a certain amount of time for the drugs. I forget, it was like a What kind of drug was it?
You said it.
It's
Trevor said
unfrozen. Yeah, but that's what my question was. Was it was frozen for a while, and that's
His suspension.
why he was hanging out, as I thought. But I thought it was something to do with him being in WWE because he was actively employed at Froze.
No.
That's what I thought. That's why I was asking.
You have to apply for a license.
Okay.
So
He
that
should apply
was
for a license to
Hell in a Cell.
be cool.
We have here in a couple weeks Down Under, the Super Showdown, which they're doing a lot of these international shows now, and ultimately they are somewhat storyline aside with a little bit mixed in of current storylines. So it looks like they're just trying to please the local audiences by giving them some unique matches, as well as potentially continuing some specific feuds. So much like we saw the Greatest Royal Rumble, we're seeing more of these, like the Crown Jewel that Eric's very excited about, and the Super Showdown here. Let's talk about.
You'd have to be a crown fool to be excited.
It's true. As of right now, they have 10 confirmed matches. They may have more by the time this show actually goes on. It's still a little ways away, but we want to talk about our thoughts. And the first matchup here is Triple H, and this is no particular order. Triple H and The Undertaker.
I was actually slightly surprised we're opening with this one.
This is no particular order.
No,
No, I know,
Oh, that
but
we
that's
are.
yeah.
I mean, this is a big announcement for it. The Dead Man versus the Egomaniac, or Megalomaniac.
The King of Kings, sir.
Whatever.
The cerebral assassin.
So
Grumpy old men.
we're getting.
Which
what
one's
they're
Walter
claiming
Matthau?
as the last time ever,
Yeah.
just like the once in a lifetime Rock and Cena at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Will this be the very last time these two face off? No, and I'll tell you why. Because Kane is in the Undertaker's corner, and Shawn Michaels is in Triple H's corner. I guarantee at Crown Jewel we get a tag team match. DX returns against the Brothers of Destruction. Calling it now.
Yep,
Okay.
that's literally what Trevor said.
Is it you just said that? Oh, so
Yeah.
there you go.
Yep.
Like, if you are not a wrestling fan, you probably wouldn't know this, but if you've watched anything in the last decade or more with these people, the writing's been on the wall here with this.
Oh yeah, from the minute that Undertaker came out on Raw and called out Shawn and was
Right.
like, "Is it respect or is it fear?" I was like, "Oh, he's coming out of retirement to fight the Undertaker now."
Do we want Shawn after 10 years to come out of retirement for a match?
Well, we don't know what he's been doing in the meantime, so we don't know if he's been training.
Well, supposedly he's been down in
years.
NXT working with people.
10 years.
Just saying.
The thing that really bothers me the most, he spoke out about Ric Flair's retirement match, how he retired him. Ric Flair then had several more matches in TNA after he retired from wrestling. And that bothered Shawn, at least what he told people.
Yeah,
Now Shawn is doing the same thing 10
maybe
years later.
that's what we're expecting. It's not confirmed yet. Maybe it won't happen, but
It's not Shawn without the hair. Well, unfortunately.
Doesn't he still have the long hair?
nope, he cut it
He
off.
cut it earlier this year.
I
Right
couldn't
around
tell
Wrest-
with the hat on.
Yeah,
right
no.
around
They
WrestleMania.
Jeff Jarrett called him out on it at the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. He literally was like, "Shawn, the haircut looks good. You're about a decade late on it, though, buddy."
It only looks long because it's still kind of slicked back a little bit.
Yeah,
Which it looks less receding when it's short.
that's true. So here's what I'll say: do I want to see Shawn Michaels come out of retirement after 10 years on the shelf? No. Do I want to see DX versus the Brothers of Destruction? I do, because these guys all fit in that same era. I was reading a lot of stuff.
What, the old era?
Well,
It's so sad to say that now because it's what I grew up with.
yes.
And it's not even what I grew up with. It's the middle generation of my wrestling
Yeah.
watching.
But I was reading a lot of stuff where people kept asking Shawn, "Why don't you come back? Why, what would it take for you to come back? What about all these dream
The
matches
right
you could
thing.
have?" And people kept throwing shit at him like Shawn Michaels versus AJ Styles, and he was like, "I have no interest in that because all that's going to do is show people how much I've aged. AJ's still in his prime. I'm not."
You got a point there. That's true.
And so to see Shawn and Triple H, who have obviously slowed a step in their older years, Triple H actually more because he's bulked up than anything else. But the point is they both slowed down.
He's thinned out, man.
No. Compared to when DX was first formed, he was much
Oh.
trimmer back then versus where he's been in, say, the last 8 to 10 years. But the point is, they're slower wrestlers now, and Kane and the Undertaker have always been on the slow side. They've always been power
This is gonna be
wrestlers.
a powerhouse match. It's gonna
Yeah.
be slow.
And so this could actually be okay. We've got 4 guys who know each other very, very well.
On the camera doing weird things.
But the
I was
point,
listening. But it's just like,
but my point is, we've got 4 guys who know each other very, very well and could absolutely still put on a good match. You're not going to see shit like that garbage Roman Reigns versus Undertaker match.
No. The only thing that's going to be the saving grace here is that nostalgia visual appeal of this happening.
Yeah.
Do I think it's going to be a memorable 5-star match? No.
memorable, probably, but for different reasons.
No, for nostalgia. That's purely it.
But still, it'll be memorable, but just not.
We'll hit our signature
Wow.
moves.
Desi was here for about 5 whole seconds, and then he got kicked out by Nightbot. Too easy. Stop spamming caps.
Oh, man.
I didn't even see him say anything in caps. I thought he just said that's why Sean's knee snapped. Which I didn't get the reference, so maybe that's what got kicked out. But anyway.
He got kicked out because we didn't know the reference.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Makes sense, Rob.
No, I meant maybe... Shut the fuck up.
Let's talk about some other matches then. We have Bobby Lashley and Cena teaming up.
He did beat Nightbot.
Versus Elias and Kevin Owens. So
How many people care about this?
walk with Elias.
If you care about this, sit in your camera.
I don't know. The thing is, I like Elias. I like Kevin Owens. Let's see what kind of chemistry they have.
Bobby Lashley kills this entire thing for me.
Sure. John Cena here.
Put John Cena in a handicap match. I'd be perfectly on board.
Well, here's the thing. He's The Rock now. He's just showing up whenever.
Put The Rock in a handicap match.
That'd be nice.
There's rumors
And for what?
that The Rock is about to come back for a extended run, not one-off.
Oh, please. I'm home again. I'm going to take the
Actually-
belt from CM Punk and leave in 3 fucking months. Fuck you, Rock.
I did actually hear that too.
That's fine. I heard it all the time. You can hear that. The Rock comes back and he's like, I'm home. I'm staying. I'm not going. And he fucking leaves again. Fuck you,
Well,
Rock.
I mean, I'm not home.
Oh,
I left home.
right on, Desi. I get you. Yeah, he blew out his quad because he got too big.
He bilked up.
Bilked. I like bilked.
Uh,
This is intriguing.
I feel like it's a throwaway match, though.
Well, sure.
oh yeah, this next match is very intriguing.
The stipulation.
Yep.
So we're seeing the continued feud here of Daniel Bryan and The Miz. However,
Oh, what's the stipulation? I missed this. Was this on SmackDown this week?
Yep.
Okay, that's
number
why I
one
don't know it.
contender for the WWE Championship against Styles.
Oh,
Please, for the love of God,
Miz,
Miz.
yes.
they're gonna give it to Brian.
I know, but we've
They're
seen
gonna give it to
Daniel
Bryan.
Bryan and AJ already in a match together. They did that on SmackDown. Or was it Raw? On one off Raw. I can't recall. But they had a match non-pay-per-view.
It was on SmackDown.
Okay.
I thought you were being funny. They're both on SmackDown.
I know, but they've done things. So anyway,
Yeah, they've done things.
I want The Miz to win this because, again, this goes back to what I said. I want to see a push. I'd love to see The Miz get a proper run again.
Could you imagine? Like, that seems more intriguing. The Miz's mic skills versus AJ Styles' mic skills. That seems like just gold.
It's better fitting. It's a heel versus a face.
Well, but I'm just saying, like,
Miz now.
and stuff.
It's a heel versus face, whereas what are you going to do with Daniel Bryan? Have him go after AJ's wife now, too? I don't know.
Our kids can be friends.
Right. Except Styles' kids are much older.
Yeah.
It'd be weird.
You
It'd
mean
be
chip
like,
games?
what?
You said you mean chip games.
Chip Games.
Chip game.
Yeah, that's what she calls AJ Styles now. All right.
So that'll be an exciting match. I am kind of excited for this match.
The Dogs of War.
Yeah.
The Shield versus Mick Strogler.
So here's the thing.
That's it. For,
This
ended
should
it
not,
on McStrogler.
this should not have been Ziggler and McIntyre backing him. It should have been a reunion of the Wyatt family because of the rivalry they had in the past with the Shield. That would have been more
Lilo Dallas
interesting.
multipass.
It's true, multipass. That would have been more interesting to me.
Big bada boom.
I mean, you guys disagree here?
No, I agree.
I was laughing too hard at myself. Who should have
You
been
guys
in
are-
it?
you guys are
Wyatt
nice.
family.
Oh, that would have been way better.
But this,
Brian
we're doing
Harper
Dogs
with
of War.
Strowman.
Brand cereal. Brand stroganoff.
So the good thing about Australia is they allow women to be on TV. So we're going to see a 6-woman tag team match.
that I do not care about at all.
We're going to see the Bella Twins.
The only person I
Ronda
like
Rousey.
out of this match that I think can actually wrestle, two people actually, Nikki Bella and Ruby Riott.
I don't like Ruby Riott because I absolutely abhor that chaos for chaos sake mentality in a character, but she is actually a good performer.
Oh.
She's a
a
good
whore?
wrestler.
Yep.
Yeah, she's a whore.
It's not very nice.
A whore.
Whore.
Raven says this match is awful.
Yeah.
Question marks from...
Yeah, that Desi's confused about something.
I'm confused too.
You're a whore.
I'm confused
That's-
why this next
that was,
match is still an
Lewis
ongoing
Black.
rivalry.
Who says it that way?
I think he does also say that, yeah, but I actually got it from the audio recordings on dictionary.com.
Oh.
Anyway,
Yeah.
are we moving on?
Suicide Dive is in?
Everyone, all of them.
We'll
Rhonda's going to
see.
do her first ever suicide dive.
I think she's over with.
And last.
Oh, that's dark
she's
humor.
over
That's really dark because she was contemplating suicide after losing her UFC championship.
Oh, I remember that.
So that's real fucking dark.
Yeah, that's true, Desi. I don't know what the shit that match is either. They seeded it this week, but why? I don't know.
Oh, come on. Nikki Bella is a good wrestler.
She's fine.
She's not awful.
She's not awful.
She's
No,
fine.
she's fine.
Rousey is overhyped.
That's
Yeah.
true. I just don't
So-
like the angle for the Riot Squad.
I don't like the Riot. I like Ruby Riott. She's a good wrestler.
As a wrestler, yes.
Yeah.
I hate the character.
I'm fine. I just mean like she has talent.
Yeah,
So,
I'll give you that. And this is not like I hate The Miz because he's a great heel. I can't stand that character. I think it's awful.
Yeah. I don't want to watch this match.
I don't either.
This
I'm
is-
over this feud.
So this feud's still happening. We'll probably get another story time. I don't even care. As long as they keep the belt on
Thanks,
Styles, I don't
Desi.
care. Just go agree.
I don't know what this is,
What are you doing?
but I got
Jesus.
you. You got my back.
It is 10:08.
You're 10:08.
Next match.
Something else y'all ain't
Getting a
gonna care
little
about.
sampling from the cruiserweights.
I like Buddy Murphy. I liked him when he was in NXT.
Now is he the one that's?
He was with. He was in the tag team with Blake.
No, I know, but is he Alexa's fiance husband?
No. Maybe. If Alexa's with one of them, then yes.
She is with one of them.
Is he the Australian one?
I don't know.
The one with the accent is married to and has a child with Sarah Lee from.
Okay. We got Rob looking this up.
I mean, the immediate response is Buddy Murphy, but
Buddy Murphy.
It is.
that's what
They're
I meant. Yeah,
engaged.
Okay, that's what I said. Engaged to be married, whatever.
yeah. Buddy Murphy is
Murphy, and then
hers, whatever.
who's that?
Cedric Alexander,
No,
Buddy Murphy.
that's Buddy Murphy.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's Bliss's boo.
Boo. So they have a singles match here. Raven says it's usually good, but no one cares.
Wesley Blake was the other half of the tag team, and he's married to Sarah Lee.
Okay. So this could be a good match.
Her name is
More of a spectacle match. Some cool spots will happen. Potential title change here. I could see that happening.
I could see that too.
Um,
I didn't even know they brought him up until yesterday. Where Ricochet? He's down
NXT.
at NXT, my bro, dude.
Holding his own title right now.
Yeah, he's got the North American.
Our WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships are on the line
Thank
here
you
as
for catching
well.
the nothing that I just said.
So the bar is back.
Wait, the Bar versus who? The
New Day.
New Day.
So
I think the bar has my favorite entrance right now, out of anybody. Period.
I'd like to see the bar get the belts back.
So
Yep, I can see. I'm
So
on
I
board
can
with
see
that.
This changing hands.
look at the New Day. Biggie looks like food. Xavier's like, I'm getting by. Kofi's like, I'm high, dude.
He does look like
He is
high.
stoned out his mind.
Pasty, bro. He's a pasty, bro. I'm like going like this.
Sheamus.
Like places in the thing, but I'm trying to read the names.
Oh. Speaking of the rivalry you had mentioned earlier with Asuka, Naomi, and the Iconics, that is a tag team match on this card.
I kind of like what Asuka did with her hair to match Naomi's.
Yeah, it looks cool.
But
Was
I
she
wish she
feeling
would.
the glow?
She was not. She didn't come out to the glow. She would. She should have. Come
That
out
would
to
have
the
been
glow.
a nasty. I won't do that again.
I'm
Please don't.
disappointed in you. I hate the Iconics.
What? No.
Yep.
I don't know if that was sarcasm.
No. I enjoy them.
I liked them for the first 2 weeks.
And
And
the
I'm
thing
over
is,
them.
they are going to be so over because they're homeland show.
But they're heels, so they're going to come out and they're going to talk shit.
Which is fine. The crowd will still love them. I'm saying it now. They're going to be appreciated in that place.
Maybe.
Knowing.
Okay.
Boo to me?
Yeah, you're damn
Boo
right,
to
boo to
you.
you.
Get out of here.
They are annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
It's fine. You could be wrong.
No.
No.
Seriously, they're super duper annoying.
Raven likes the movie.
I agree with that.
It was all well and good the first couple of weeks.
No,
It was all well.
not good.
It was all well and good the first couple of weeks when they came out,
I can't do it to them.
but then everything was we're better than Asuka. We're better than
Technically, they're
Charlotte
not wrong.
Flair. No, they're absolutely wrong. Winning a match over somebody is not the same thing as being better.
Yeah, that's, if you win over someone, it means you're better than them.
Really?
So cheating makes you better?
Did you win?
Yeah, that's my question.
Yes.
That's incorrect.
You lost the moral victory.
Who gives a fuck about morals? It's pro wrestling.
He's talking about everything.
That's fine.
Then you lost the moral victory.
That's fine.
Yeah, they're not Eddie Guerrero though.
Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero
but
could
it's
cheat to
acceptable
win.
for a man when it's a woman, Rob.
No, it
Yeah.
was acceptable for
Uh-huh.
Eddie Guerrero and
Totally.
nobody
That's how it
else.
is. Fucking
Do
woman
you know
hater.
do you know where they're having the evolution at?
Roman
Saudi
Reigns'
Arabia.
house.
I feel like that is
No matches.
sober
Just
inaccurate. Just all dark.
Evolution pay-per-view. Saudi Arabia. Match card.
Roman Reigns.
Not even against anyone. Just Roman Reigns running back and forth across the ropes for 20 minutes. Cocks his fist, jumps at the ropes,
He does an entire imaginary match with no one. He's just like
wrestling the imaginary bear.
Roman in a wig.
and then he
Oh
just,
no!
like, hits his
That even better. Roman comes out, and
Roman
then
versus himself.
yeah, and he just
grabs
puts
himself.
puts a wig on and punches himself in the face a couple of times. Takes the wig off, punches his other
You know, it is
face.
possible. I'm an only child, so growing up, I was really big into basketball, and I had a basketball hoop. I'd play against myself. I'd go for a jump shot, and then go like that, block my own shot. Not even fucking kidding. Only child.
This
Oh,
this
okay.
took a turn. I don't like it.
And so the final match that we're gonna discuss on this one,
But should be exciting.
I'm actually
Rematch.
really.
Is she retaining?
I hope so. I don't see
hope
why
so.
not.
She will.
I think it'll still be a good match.
Is it clean though? I don't think it's gonna be a clean finish.
She won clean.
That's fine.
I don't
But
see any
you're
reason.
gonna continue to get pay-per-view losses. This is even considered a pay-per-view.
I don't think it'd be considered a pay-per-view.
It's a
I don't
one-off
think any of
event.
them are considered pay-per-view anymore.
Well,
Okay, but like when they talk record books, like at Hell in a Cell, they were like Charlotte Flair's 18-2 for pay-per-view matches.
right. So the pay-per-view is.
I just mean like you don't pay. Well,
No,
I mean,
I know what you're
technically
saying,
You do,
But it's
they're
not
on
per
the pay-per-view
view.
channel.
Yeah.
Well, they tried the branding of big events or events, major.
Yeah.
I forgot what they were calling.
They were
it,
gonna
but-
try to call them events
Right, and that
Just
didn't,
flopped.
it didn't stick because it was for one
because
compete.
they're pay-per-view.
Right,
It's just easier to keep calling them
We
that.
call it a pay-per-view since your very first one. So
right. But that will be the
year
Super Showdown
1997. Oh, that's next week.
That's true.
Next week, true, very true. Good segue. So indeed, episode 52 next week. We're going to travel back in time for the year that was 1997. So
like
3 episodes
right
remain
there.
in our All the Good Culture series. We have a very special month in October with some horror content planned for you all. Maybe some solo streams. Eric mentioned doing some Resident Evil on a one-off thing. Maybe a complete playthrough. But we do want to do one for the Weekly Dosage. We want to get Andrea inside the VR kit to scare the shit out of her. She agreed upon it loosely. So hopefully she can.
Excuse me?
You said you would.
I don't even know.
Nah, you said you would.
I was
I'll do
there.
it.
Well, I know you will, but
I would
that's-
love to do it. Like I would.
I know you would, but it would be far more entertaining, and that's not diminishing or like anything negative towards you, because we know you do a fine job if you watch back our VR episodes.
Yeah, I beat the entire Until Dawn
Carnival of Blood or whatever the fuck.
Did you finish all
Festival of Blood?
of them?
Yeah,
you did finish
Festival
all
of Blood. I beat the whole thing, yeah.
of them. So,
The story mode, yeah.
not Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 7. We're trying to get Andrew in a VR kit. So that's going to be coming up in the month of October. We also have a horror bracket challenge coming up in the month of October. And then after October, we're going to finish out back-to-back episodes. Hope you're ready for that. Lock steady. 98 and then 99, which will be our final regular weekly dosage content as we're switching to Nerds of Wrestling for the weekly dosage starting in November. So we are gearing towards a focus on wrestling content for the time being, and we're going to see how that goes over with you guys.
Yeah, my hood doesn't watch our normal shit.
So yeah, we're going to try to do that because we enjoy wrestling and we really want to focus our efforts on that. If you do want to watch something else like gaming by us, we have an amazing archive with over 250 videos for you to watch. All of us played.
Year.
Yep, our past year, amazing games. We've all played complete games for the most part.
I did an 8-hour stream of God of War 3 remastered.
God of War 3.
What is this?
We have we have classics content. We have The Sims, Uncharted. We have Destiny.
Travis kills himself making macaroni and cheese.
It's true, twice. So if you like gaming content, go check that out. Do yourself a favor.
We do play with ourselves.
And yeah, but as far as our
And
live
sometimes our
content,
friends.
again, for the weekly dosage, we're going to gear it towards wrestling come November. So, meaning we're going to give you more descriptive analysis of more than WWE. So we're going to have a lot of cool stuff coming. So tell your friends.
And your mothers.
And your enemies.
It's
Just
true.
tell everybody.
It's true.
And your butts.
But join us next week for All the Good Culture 1997. And of course, next week, Wednesday, we have a pretty big lineup for NAW. So tune in for that. And then our 4th ever pay-per-view at the end of this month, a week from Sunday. And where's the all-in review? Dude, we ain't there yet.
We're working on it.
We're getting there. Okay, we just gave you 4 fucking events.
Pay-per-view.
Wow.
Pay-per-views.
She's getting hostile in here.
Jeez.
I don't have a thing for that one, Travis. I'm sad.
What? All the Good Culture?
No, the next pay-per-view. I don't have a graphic for it yet.
Oh, that's fine.
I was going to throw it up on the screen.
Asylum.
Yep, it's called NAW Asylum. It's going to be pretty good, I think. Check out next Wednesday, though, because all of us 3, as well as you guys, the viewers, are probably in qualifier matches. If you win those matches, you get a chance at the NAW title. So maybe Rabbit,
A 6-man.
6-man elimination chamber, elimination Hell in a Cell.
It's elimination Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all 6 starting at the same time now.
Right on.
So a little bit different. If you saw a previous one, Rabbit, Locksteady, myself was in Elimination Chamber. We did not come out the winner. Brett did. He's still the champion, so join us, vote, help us dethrone Brett. Hashtag that shit.
Dethrone the king.
And we'll see if we can slay the king. But thank you for joining us for the Nerds of Wrestling Weekly Dosage. And we got when we doing this.
Yep.
I'm gonna do upside down heart. You should do the Undisputed Era again. See if you can do it. Sort of gang signs again.
Kind of
Close
doing
out the episode
camera,
with
it's
gang
like a
signs.
Let's try. So, any
Well,
parting thoughts?
Nope. Love you. Bye.
That's all we got.
deuces.
Thanks for listening.